All right. Kitty, you just almost got squished like a bug by my water bottle. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. My name's Twice. The cat's somewhere below me currently. There's Oppy-rant, and this is Pacific Drive. Last time we left off, we had a definitely not even a close encounter with the Reaper. It was completely fine. Absolutely no issues. 2% health is very livable. People live with 2% health all the time. The majority of them are in nursing homes, but they do exist. Do you count as an ability? You do. Actually, I might do Arc Doc, Limb Enhance, First Aid Attention. Oh! That's what the upgrade gave us. A healer. Rudimentary Pain Relief. You, I guess you love to see it? I'm still in park, aren't I? Right, we didn't solve our, we didn't solve our issue yet, did we? We've got a quirk relating to the radio. I don't remember what part of the radio it is or isn't, because we didn't get that far with the quirk diagnosis, but we're on the trail of it. I believe we said we wanted to go here because it's a easy straight shot. We avoid some unnecessary nonsense. Because we would have to go there, and that would unlock there, which would then unlock there. And I think this one is going to do the same, but, you know, with a lot less terrible conditions. I'd love to get more time in the mid zone, but we've been constantly dying. Which has really disincentivized me from collecting, I mean, just about anything, really. We are still surviving. I think mostly minus my help, but look, whatever works. Question here is, do we want to go the long way around? Like, what are these? Are these the lab buildings? Lab buildings can get us a lot of good stuff. Or are they like wrecks of buildings? No, they are lab buildings. They're kind of spread out. We could at least grab, you know, some. How's everyone doing today, by the way? What's... Oh, that's got to be the boulder. What is new? I've gotten a little calmed down from the absolute atrocities that I had to commit at work a couple days ago to get everything done, but still Still kind of barely hanging on sanity-wise. We'll get there. It'll be fine. Yeah, I say let's hit these 4 buildings and call it good. I say we got enough storage where we want to build our resources back up, essentially. We are a little short-handed after we essentially had to replace the entirety of our car on Tuesday. After our, I wouldn't say quick, but eventful foray. It was rough, to say the least. 2.5k we can deal with. I'm a little shocked we haven't found anything worth scrapping yet. Just very little chemicals. Which is kind of the thing I look into these for anyways. Oh well. No big deal. What happens if I run into this like as a human? Not really a lot. Doesn't affect our car. I know that's in the same way. In that case. Electronics as well, big deal. Where we're running into more and more components that are requiring you know, more specified, more rare ingredients, I guess. Why did this small one have way better stuff than any large building had? It's just plain old rude. Sheesh. Alright. Probably want to get some regular energy as well. There's still a lot of research that we have that is a normal energy, and each type, are you... I can't tell how you're moving, really. It's definitely not the radio staying on, because we left it out of park. I'm still kind of trying to deal with the quirk. And diagnose it while we make a bit of a laissez-faire drive through the wilderness. Is that it? That's a weird one. Full service shop, huh? Alright. I assume that would help our... I'd love to run into that just yesterday, but that's fine. Feels a bit like paying off your loans and then having them forgiven afterwards, I would assume. Happy it exists. Bummed it didn't come when I needed it. No, get out. Whatever you're doing, just... I know you're setting me up for jumps, but I can't hit those jumps at all. You're only setting yourself up for disappointment. I wonder if it uses arc energy to, like, heal or not. Right. And I see some off the beaten path, and we'll get there. Ooh. But I also need this air freshener. Let's go. Was doing a little achievement diving Tuesday after we finished up the stream. There are some very, very specific, like, you must complete a run of at least this many junctions and, like, never touch your nose kind of nonsensical stuff. Stuff that you would maybe never get, but also it's kind of nice to be... Is that what the electricity looks like during the day? It must. It's kind of nice to be recognized for it, if you do manage to make such a run. We made a junction run of 4 without taking any significant damage to the car. I don't know what they consider significant damage, to be fair. I have a good idea. We're pretty good at it. I think the friendly dumpster is one of the better or best mechanics they have, just because of how generous it is when you make like a really good run. That could just be, you know, happenstance, circumstance, yada yada, but oh, yellow. Okay. Could I? Alright, let's... Can I get out? No. Okay, while we're driving, I remained airborne for 6 seconds. I don't think that's true, but I don't know enough about air to dispute it. Actually, you know what? No, that's not true. I do know enough about air to dispute it. I'm an aerospace engineer, and I can tell you. Untrue. But I guess all it counts is all 4 wheels off the ground, or... Then we're good. Or it still counted us on top of the, 1 second. Are you dealing with my... Hey, stop it. Yeah, I know. How bad's my, car? Pretty sure I didn't park that close. Shattered. Peppers. Oh, actually, there is a service station right there. Let's meander over there. Oh, hey, Spookster. I wish this healed us as well, but... This is just good healing. That's good. The glass now. Okay, let's check the, Oh wait, no, it's part of our, nonsense, isn't it? If we press Control... and then it charges back up. Pretty heckin' cool. I see the path of the can opener. I just don't care about it, really. Okay, we've got a bunch of depots on both sides to check out. Might as well. I think we'll be able to build our resources back up by the time we actually make it to this next mission. That's always kind of how it goes. They give you the missions right after another, but there's almost no way you've actually unlocked the area they're supposed to be, which is fine. It lets you kind of still engage with the gameplay, but also take a breather. Slightly smaller missions to, I don't know, to ease you back in after the general missions eat you alive. Or at least that's been my experience so far. God, they're stingy with chemicals. It's unreal. Like, I find it easier to get plasma. At least it glows. This, not so much. Like, even then, it's still just one chemical. Is that it? No, there's a third one. It seems... a little less important. Honestly, I was having trouble with the game when it first came out. Not in terms of difficulty. I've been having trouble with that the whole game, but in kind of like connecting with everything. But I don't know. As the loop continues on, I have been finding it pretty satisfying. And at the pace we've been going, there's always new anomalies to kind of react to and try to survive. For me, I think it's almost less about the moment-to-moment gameplay and just trying to navigate out of anything that I can. I'm gonna go to the blue next. That looks concerning. Like just a monolith that isn't real. Like it's risen out of the ground. Very sorry, Mr. Tree. Don't. Whatever you're doing, don't do it. You guys get off? Great. Thank you so much. We love mysterious audio recordings. It was just as terrifying last time. Oh, wait, we never finished that, did we? Okay, let's finish that one first.
The helmsman never made it out of the zone. He died here.
Not this again.
There's the fourth, or the third mural.
Driver, back me up here. This is how the story goes. It was the winter of '72. A ship set sail down the Columbia River 100 miles east of here. The helmsman was overcome by bad weather, and while in a particularly foggy patch, the boat hit something, and the impact threw him from the deck. When he woke up, he was on a boat on this very lake.
Don't need plasma that bad. Hopefully.
No idea how he got there. He had with him a ridiculous amount of cash and paid anyone and everyone to get him out of the zone. But no matter how he tried to leave, on foot, in a transport, he would always head into a fog and reemerge on another boat. At last count, the great pileup was 20 boats high and 30 boats wide.
A limb duplication glitch, nothing more.
And you, of all people, blaming limb tech instead of a good old-fashioned mystery?
It doesn't add up. Artist's favorite pastime was carting people out of the zone. How could someone actually fail to escape? And a mysterious man with a backpack full of cash, and the one place he can't spend it. Seems awfully fishy to me.
Alright. New area, here we come. Generator not recognized. Seismic squall. Let's do it. Confusing cat spook. Some days I don't know that you're here. Other days you're like, please dig your fingers into my fluffy belly. I love it and adore you. It's mixed signals to say the least. Okay. I think we have a way to deal with that. But let's get closer to them to start with. Looks like all we'll be getting is stable energy today, which is fine. There was a number of stuff I still needed to get that I was interested in. We're gonna go to that building. No thanks. Gonna go to the building, and then from there, I see the can opener. Okay. Go back here. Don't want to stay here too long with the seismic storm coming in, but I think we got time. Zero chemicals. That's a little insulted. Hi. Duct tape into a 9-volt battery. It's like exchanging a saltine cracker for an oyster cracker. They're technically different, but is there that much of a point? Right, logbook. We had the second frequency
Press
fire.
coverage of limb technology is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at first. In the decade between 1955 to 1965,
Have to fill up my
limb is
small
called
one.
many things. The promise of the future, the herald of a new age, the never spoken of again. You don't have to dig very deep for the gaps in the story to emerge. The presidential demonstration is the only physical proof we ever see of it. Compared to the Manhattan Project, developed under airtight shroud of secrecy, why was Lim paraded around in the papers? And if it really was the technological quantum leap to answer all our wildest dreams, why did it blink out of existence? The story of Lim
helpful?
technology is one hell of a maze, and the key to it is a woman named Dr. Ophelia Turner. Did Ophelia Turner, by all measure a failed physicist as far as her public record goes, truly invent Lim technology? Or was she held up as a Rosie the Riveter for the Cold War? An atomic Annie to excite the masses during the no-holds-barred race against the Soviet Union?
Oh, she don't like that.
Martyr, a monster, a figment of the imagination, true savior, or convenient scapegoat. I'm Chiaki Saruhashi, and in this 9-part series, I aim to find out.
9 parts. Oh. Okay. Looks like it's behind us. In some fashion, at least. Oh, we're fine. Totally good. Right. Try not to hit too hard on the landing here. Okay. Where's one? I think I see 2 over there as well. Sure do. I had an Arta truck that I could that I could work with for sure. Crude door, unnecessary. Hi, buddy. Just gonna pretend you're a nice fella. That seems easiest to me. Still getting more of those gems for, I don't know, good luck. There it goes. That's fine. Let's make another one. We've got plenty of time right now. Have not seen the storm yet, even a little bit, and we're in the area for at least both anchors, 2 out of 3 anchors. I couldn't tell you exactly, but it's enough. We're living the good life. Is there a second car? I'm crazy there too. Wait, what? Did I just get duped? I am. It was fake. Got it? Kinda? Mimic, huh? Still not nearly as scary as the mimics in, and it's not a criticism, that's just as Prey. Prey was, that was jump scare central. Destroy this, pull that. I say we're all set. I feel like I wouldn't have to use park so often if I wasn't scared we're gonna absolutely get rocked. That's enough. But on the other one's right here. Why, I was gonna say why worry about it. There we are. Get back on the road. And let's book it. Probably would have had to find all three if we were... not collecting beforehand. We got a little time. Gear's worth it. Hey, stop it. Oof, that's closing quicker than I thought, though. I'll get consumed soon. Three.
Ah, collecting quirks out there, are we? I guess
Not
that's
on
no way to
purpose.
entertain yourself.
Okay. We really paid an upgrade just to fill it up a little bit faster, huh? So be it. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Finish with our usual destruction. Cool. Cool. Okay, radio time. Radio, it's either like stays off or no. Toggles. I mean, it's gonna be one of these. Switches off. There we go. Mechanics kit. Oh boy, do I have exactly the thing for that. In a second, once I start storing stuff again. Guess another weird, not an international incident if we don't tell anyone. There are a lot of Canadians in the world. Who's gonna miss 4? Okay. And decorations. Do we have one of those? We sure don't. stuff. Got this. Put that message in. And then put the rest... Oh my god, we ran out of space there too. That's fine. Is it about time for this, I think? This isn't Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now you're just stealing bits. How's it going, Gabe? No, I promised myself I wasn't gonna play Rebirth until I played the original Final Fantasy VII and gave it its due diligence. Multiple times. What does the antenna help us with? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Junction bypass. Bypass junctions. Wow. Records number of runs since your last, you know. Armored panel needs unstable energy. I thought that was something else entirely for a second. We have the all-terrain tires now. AA and A. AA, B, and C. That seems worse. It's fine. Flare gun, we already got the crude flashlight. Maybe we go all in on tools? I don't know. Let's start here. Big. Cool. So we've got that. Wait, that isn't. Oh, I need a circuit board? I can make a circuit board, that's nothing. Yesterday I lost control of your legs, and now you've lost control of your arms too. So all you've got is your brain, huh? The torso? So wait until you do like a core day. Nothing left. Alright, we can diagnose this quirk while we're at it, right? Or not diagnose it, but actually fix it. Result, nice. What does all-terrain tire require? Carbon fiberglass, okay. Which requires tree candy? How did I even get tree candy? Anyways, let's make a circuit board. Another stable energy. Add to the quirk station a bit. You never had a brain or a core to begin with? You're just a worm now? Hey, worms, now you can ask your wife the questions about if you were a worm, would you still love me? Investigate. What am I investigating? Like, am I investigating, like, what does this do? There are 5 hints in here. That doesn't... 5 hints found. What does that mean? Oh, like, it tells you what things are wrong. I see. So headlights, dome light, radio, and wipers. I care about the headlights. I feel like I had them dim at some point. 1 out of 4 correct. That's fine. Flickers, maybe? Okay. Headlights flickering. I don't know if I want to use all the rest of my energy on that, though. I feel like it was with... Let's just make sure it's not the steering wheel, like, again. It's the fucking... Wait. No, wait a second. You had the other one right before. I thought. It's not this again, is it? No. Three out of 4 correct. No. Okay. Well, steering wheel goes right. Something with the headlights. We'll figure it out another time. Not a big deal. Though I do think we want to go in on tools here. Even if I don't know what a liberator does, it sounds like a thing straight out of like a fascist parody. Like a Wolfenstein game. We could also unlock the flare gun, I guess. Doesn't matter to me too much. We can make 1 carbon fiberglass, but that's still not enough. Less precise than a cutting tool, nevertheless cleanly and carefully remove individual sections of a vehicle. Like I can just cut off an armored piece, huh? Crude flashlight just needs a bulb. I'm good with that. And I'm good with making a liberator, too. Let's see, that tire's still excellent, that tire's still good, that tire's still good. I mean, they're all still good. I'm just gonna regenerate them either way, just rotate them out. Steel panel and steel door, both looking pretty good. That one was taking a little bit of a beating. Or the headlights, not terrible. That could use a sealing kit though. Don't know if we have any right now. No, but we can make one. Let's also put our tools away. I'm also probably going to put this relightable flare in here. See what we get. Yeah, makes sense. So, sealing kit. Everything else we can kind of make up on the road. What have you been up to lately, Gabe? What have you been playing? Three doors, huh? I mean, do any of our doors really need it right now? That one's full, that one's not at all bad. It's really just that steel panel that needs it. So let's maybe make some repair putty. Not happy about it. Helldivers 2 and occasionally P3. I feel ya. Giving me time to catch up. That's so nice of you. Storage and floodlights all set. Yeah. I guess. Don't want our headlights to fail anymore. If I had a choice. Yeah. We can make repair putty again if we need to, but let's head on out. Did it? It did connect. Oh, life is good. Life is good indeed. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Kind of want to save a lot of our stuff for the mid zone, but if anything's on our route, we'll stop. Just not as thoroughly as we might beforehand. Yeah, I've been cruising my way through P5. Cruising is about as apt as like me describing cruising in this game. So it's herky, it's jerky, and downright sloppy. But we're getting through it. Two days ago, I would have looked crazy for wearing this, and now it's back to like sub-freezing temperatures. I'd say it's given me the big sad, but you know, we're already there. We're fine. I'm used to it. Box truck. Yeah. What do you got? Give me all your good stuff. Steel door, fire tire. Off-white paint, brown paint. We're all set. Okay, so drop that in. We also need to drop that in because it's useless right now. And that. And probably that too. Something happens with the wipers as well. We don't know what does it yet. When it turns right, it looks like it brightens actually, which probably uses more battery. I think that's what it is. Probably use more plasma, actually. Am I far enough away you're not going to zap me? Ah, son of a gun, man. I was paying a little attention to Helldivers 2. Because I saw they have almost a meta-narrative going on. I mean, not behind the scenes, per se, but... Yeah. Planets being taken and untaken, and all that good stuff. Looks fun. But too many games right now. For streaming, for not streaming, all the above. I mean, heck, my momentum got dampened on Pikmin, but I was ripping through those for a while, too. But then I got pulled over by Persona 3 and Balatro, and I had plans for the streams, and then Pacific Drive came out, and I've been really enjoying this. Honestly, every time I come back to this one, I'm enjoying it a little bit more. Alright, the vibes, as they say, are immaculate. What's going on, y'all? Don't do it. Whatever you're gonna do, don't do it. Hey, stop it. Yeah. Get off the car. Turds, one and all. What just destroyed my panel on the rear? I mean, it's still there, but barely. Is that a beating heart? I could really use that. It's nice that not all the anomalies are negative. Okay. We'll take that, I suppose. That's gotta be that way, right? Time to see how our flashlight goes. Eventually. There we go. Exciting. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly better. Certainly better. There's supposed to be a house around here, maybe? Oh no, is that the entire structure? Well, that's okay. A man behind the chair controlling the war. I mean, I think that's pretty fun. I don't like these guys, or why they've been attacking my vehicle. Why would you do this? They're about to drive it off a cliff. Get off. Sheesh. Carrying a radioactive orb. crack back there. We can live with it. Can you heal the flaws in my car? Probably not. It's pretty cool. I liked what they had in the first game. Never got any real steam, so it's cool to see them get this popular. Yeah, I love word of mouth stuff like that. Always feels, I don't know, feels more organic. High instability. Oh no, that's this one. I don't know what shocking speed is though. Just not gonna worry about it. If we get zapped, we gain speed. We get zapped if we're too fast. Unclear. Oof. It looks like we could cut through, but it's gonna be rough. Let's go. Oh wait, 1 second. Let me heal up. Okay. This should be doable. What was that back there? I think it was just a fuel barrel. We'll be fine. We're not in the other zone yet. Honestly, I felt a similar thing with Alan Wake 2, where it was, I don't know. The love of it felt very, I don't know, less marketed, more organic. And yes, I know, different games. Though they did just buy back the rights to Control, which is neat. So they own all of their cinematic, their MCU-verse again. Quantum Break not included, but I didn't like Quantum Break that much, so I guess I'm not as bothered. Is this hypocritical of me? Perhaps a little. Oh god, this was a mistake! But I reached 88 miles per hour, which got me an achievement. So it was worth it, I guess. Steer around. Oh, all good. I do remember you being all in on Helldivers like half a decade ago, and I don't think I played it then either. You know me, I'm really good at jumping on the bandwagon way too late. It's like my best Move. Full decade ago, actually. Alright, well, I'm old. Alright. give my memory a little bit of a break. Bulbed chemicals is not a good trade, no matter how rare chemicals might seem. Shouldn't there be something like right there-ish? Yeah, okay. I don't like those minute men or whatever they're called, though. 2014, sheesh. That's even closer of a comparison than I thought, because I'm pretty sure Alan Wake came out in 2011. I was going to say 13, but I think that was American Nightmare. Maybe. It's funny because back in the day, I introduced the first game to my brother-in-law's brothers, and I'm playing with one of them in Helldivers 2 on the right. That is... It's kind of heartwarming, really. I'm not parking here. You're gonna blow up my car. I know you are. I know how you operate. Y'all are some big old turds. No thank you. We're definitely gonna need to craft a battery jumper, and soon. Honestly, I don't know if we have the stuff for it. I'm trying to get some scrap and everything, but not looking good. Nope, can't scrap you. Can't scrap the Game Boy. Can't even take the Game Boy, really. Yes, good. We're far enough away. I'm not super worried. Oh, hi. That's like the opposite of me with Destiny, where I remember playing with everyone, and now it's a ghost town. But I get it. People left for various reasons. And also, it's not like it was doing a lot to keep people in the last 6 months to a year. Though I am still, like, I don't know if optimistic is the word for it, about the final shape. But I am, a little mystic. I don't know. It's more just like, we'll see how it goes. Is that sketchy? Sure. Paint stripper. Already have some of that. About halfway. Seismic storm incoming, so it's a good time to get the heck out of here. Oh, eventually. There we go. I think our battery is going down quick. And I'm not even using the side floodlights either. Oh well, we'll have to see. Either one. We've made it here. Drain fast, just like a development vehicle. New pirate, thanks for the subscription, Pat. You know, at least I don't leave my battery charger on it and start a fire, right? Welcome in to My Elbow Hurts for No Reason, I Feel Old, the stream. Huh? We can still make a battery jumper. Oh, we got one electronic. Oh. Whoo. And we are thankful for it. Zap. That makes this less awful, for sure.
Coated in chalk dust from the blackboards.
You mistaking my lab notes for a trash pile and throwing away weeks of work?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it again.
They bulldozed that facility to the ground. There's nothing left to reminisce about.
Are these... One second. Are you anomalies out of curiosity? Or are you just natural? You're just natural nonsense. Okay. Me too. What happens if the car dies or you can't escape the storm? Either way, the car will still manage to bring you back because it's an it's not an anomaly. Well, what is it? I forget what the word is for it. It has a mind of its own and it'll bring you back. Light and other battery stuff is governed by this and nothing else. Fuel you can technically always take from like all these abandoned vehicles. It just takes a long ass time. You don't get a lot of it. Okay, I know that one.
From the very second I heard your voice coming through my speakers.
I mean, everything that happened, handing over Lynn, the way the project ended, it cost you Alan, your career, the entire damn Olympic Peninsula. And she's still here.
So are you. You chose your urban legends over everything else.
And you wonder if I regret it?
Oh, I have no interest in regret.
I want to know if you ever felt that leaving was a real option.
After everything I've seen and heard and felt here, no, not a chance.
Then we have that in common.
Okay, don't get close to that, apparently. What? Yeah, danger, whatever. It's fine. Who's ever had health issues? Not I. We're so good at keeping the health issues. Unlike my real body, where I slept on something funny, and now my elbow hurts every once in a while, strongly, and then decides, nah, just kidding, you're fine. It's better than it was yesterday, but, oops. Still not great. And you know what the worst part about it was? This morning, I had a few minutes left before my alarm went off, so I was gonna go sleep. For just a bit. Just a little bit. Teeny tiny bit. Chelsea woke up, grabbed all of my... actually, no, the worst part was she wasn't awake still. She just kind of existed. Woke up half awake, grabbed all the covers I had, and then pulled them all over herself. So I just had to get up. A few minutes before my alarm. It was the worst. It was terrible. I hated it. That's a breath thing, right? Yeah. No, stop it. At least go forward if you're going to do anything. The body revolts whenever it pleases. Chili cook-off thing today at work, though. That was fun. That sounds like a reason the body is going to revolt. Maybe just not in the way we anticipated. No, no, come on. Get in there. Excuse me?
He hasn't left the bedroom.
I'm sorry. You didn't know about his demotion. It wasn't my secret to tell.
Okay. I mean, like, look, far be it me...
There's just something hidden there at Red Meadow. I know it. Did you finish looking everywhere?
get upset about that, but like... Huh? I mean... Huh? One of the chilies was just Wendy's chili. I guess, guys. I guess we died. I don't agree with it, per se. I don't really understand what happened. But, I guess we died. Is it not drive? Why? I have one. I'm very confused now. It has all 4 tires. What, am I missing an engine? Oh my god, I am missing an engine! Hey, friendly dumpster, do you have an engine for me? Like a big... Hey, you do have an engine for me. That was really confusing. Okay, I guess let's go fix our car that I don't think had any problems. And I'm a little upset about it. But I can't do much about it. That one's just, you just lit, huh? Okay, steel panel. Is there, let me guess, is there just a missing panel here somewhere? Yeah, okay. Sure. How many doors are missing? Bumpers. I'm kind of mad about it. I feel like I was robbed there. And it doesn't feel like I could have done anything about it. But that'll teach me to exist, I guess. Is there anything in my inventory? Technically. Press 4 to think. If you think you've become an anomaly. Ooh. Spooky stuff. That sounded sarcastic, it wasn't. Whew. Don't look at me like that. You make weirder noises all the time. That was the last car part. I've replaced all of the car's original parts now. I'm the car of Theseus. Yes, look upon her while she bathes. Bother her while she keeps her tongue out, because she forgets that she has it in. Okay, steel panels, alright. Trying to think, like, what... Yeah. I'm gonna replace you temporarily. Because I think you can regenerate a flaw. Okay, tires, okay, that panel could use some work. Splat, that's good. We'll think about it. That panel's fine, that panel's surprisingly fine. This headlight took punishment for some reason. This one obviously will need it. Even though I feel like Power Washer Simulator every time I like slap this on and it just magically fixes everything. Honestly, I think everything else is pretty alright. Do that. And then we'll put this away. Drag these out. They go, let's see, these go here. An issue with the chili kickoff though, because there were 2 hot chilies and they were actually mild. I mean, I guess, do you expect that much from a chili cook-off where one of them is just Wendy's chili? I feel like you're almost not allowed to. Okay, whenever the steering wheel goes right, the headlights brighten. Cool. I have 7 quirks. No. Good. Good, good, good. Very good. I guess this is why we collect stuff, huh? Okay. Let's go there. What do you mean missing ingredients? I made... Wait, does that require... That did not require 2. Oh. I thought I made a light replacement kit. Did I not? Oh, you know what? I bet I made a bulb and then I didn't actually... That makes sense. God, these quirks are brutal. Not in terms of effects, they just kind of are. We still have another one with the headlights. Okay. It's not dim. I'm trying to keep these headlights from... Okay, the headlight flickers. It feels like it's always like the steering wheel turning that affects these for some reason. Other than that. We'll just keep on testing some stuff. I don't like flickering. It's down to 0.5 again. So wasn't the steering wheel, not the radio. That's not for that, though. No remaining guesses. Okay, well, we've got a lot of stuff to work with next time. As we try to do this same mission again without just exploding, I guess. Still really not sure what I did wrong. Do I need a personal airbag? I have the personal airbag. That's supposed to help me. That's the worst part of it all. Same as always with this. Roof rack sounds pretty good. Takes a lot of steel sheets though. I feel like I need them. So we might just hold off on that. Make a battery jumper while we got it. And what's left? Impact hammer and a pry bar. We have the stuff for all this, at least. Poison out doesn't heat you up is where you draw the line. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, well, I didn't even get to... You know what? It's fine. Get some more electronics. I guess we'll like drive back there even quicker than last time. 1 second. I have an idea. What happens if you recycle plastic. It gives it away. Okay. I don't like the game calling me out for being stupid. Hey, did you know you died here? Yeah, I did actually. Thank you. For flame energy for gateway, we're gonna have to barely plugged. Swift storm, heavy fog. That's fine. We can just get out of there ASAP. Okay, guess our next step is to not die. We'll see how that goes. We got new quirks to contend with too, which is always cool. Okay, we crashed already. It's fine. It's a good start. It'll be during the day at least this time. That was an overnight trip that I did not like. See, for me, when somebody calls something hot and then it's not hot, I only experience great relief. Because I know I'm not going to worry or have to worry. Good enough, I guess. About me being a big baby for the next 4 to 6 hours. Remember when I ate Dave's hot chicken and it went through me like a freight train? It's terrible. That is a big zone. Just to get through, honestly. But get through it we shall. Dave's hot chicken is delicious. Hot isn't that hot either. But for me, it is. I've been diagnosed with terminal baby disease. I am a big baby. Like, my palate just, it don't work so good, you know? Or maybe it works too good. Maybe it's just a sign of an ultra advanced palate that I can't handle the spice. Yeah, that's it. Just keep eating hot, you'll get used to it. That's like my friend who is trying to beat her lactose intolerance down by feeding herself more ice cream. It's an ugly fight, let me tell you. I'm not super worried about you guys, because you missed. Toilets fear her. Alright? Just like my stomach would fear me. I gotta be friends with my stomach. We've made the deal. Me and my pal, Stamachicha. I cannot handle spicy food, and therefore I try not to do it. Though I am a sucker for good Indian food, so I mean, it doesn't always happen. Okay, that was fine. I have steel. Steel for a reason, it's fine. But I, in return, do not get motion sick and can go on all of the thrill rides that I so dearly love. The Incredible Hulk back to back, like 20 upside down flips, I'm all about it. I am here for it, and I'm the happiest camper. You know, it's a monkey's paw situation that I agreed to. Mostly on accident. Couldn't even tell you what happened behind me. This is why we weren't stopping for anything, by the way. Because that storm is already closing in. And I already can't see anything. I recall this because you were also in terrible shape after this. I remember. Well, kinda. I kind of remember. Because again, freight train. Don't worry, guys. We've got repair putty. I don't know what that tire issue is, though, which is a little worrying that we have one. Alright. Something really broken here? Oh yeah, we definitely have a flat, but I can't stop. We're having a bad time today. I shouldn't have bragged about getting through with 2% left. Oh god. Shouldn't have done it. That's on me. Maybe I shouldn't have even gone into the storm in the first place. Why am I here? You had half Dave's at first and half later, so you had staggered bathroom visit. The bathroom probably thanks you. Give it a little recovery first. Well, this is pretty bad. The Warrens is fine, just means more of those spinny suckers. We can deal with that. We've got the battery, because it'll light up. Got another 3 hours, it'll be morning. I still can't help but feel a little cheaped out by the fact that I just blew up randomly. I don't know what caused it. But I'm not happy about it. Okay. What does that mean? Flat. Great. Yeah, I can't do that right now. Sorry. Yeah, you charged up. That's fine. Not a big deal. I don't know, some tires just are completely fine though. Headlights could use some TLC, but they don't got any. Sorry. Can't make nothing except for an electrician's kit, which is not gonna help. Repair putty, got nothing. Sealing kit, got nothing. Well, let's do the best we can with what we got. We're gonna have to basically explore everything on this one long road. But our battery won't go down. like it was the other time. So we can be thankful for that. Let's drive far away here. They like to sneak up, you know? Hi. Is a charged version of you different? Shocked tourists. They are different. Who knew? Duct tape. And we could look through there. Okay. I don't feel like collecting scrap metal right now. We're under constant radiation right now. I could do without it. Trying to save most of our looting for the mid-zone, but the mid-zone literally killed me. And it killed me real good. We have had a bad time so far with the mid-zone. Some success, though. Still better experience than throwing up Raisin Bran. Now that's a deep cut. I don't know if I can help anyone with such a deep cut. Oh wait, yes I can. My friend Gabe took pain pills without anything on his stomach and then proceeded to very lightly puke. It was great. It was a good time. Sealing kit. If I had to describe it, I would describe it as slightly dainty. Very polite. Do we visit one more? I think we do. We want to keep on healing up our car while we can. Hi. Uh-huh. Pretty sure you, like, charge my vehicle, right? Yeah. Alright, well, you keep it up. I'm gonna go this way. Have I never scanned a steel door? Apparently not. I'd love to find some chemicals. Doesn't feel like we're going to anytime soon for the putty. But the search continues. Give me your plasma. I like when we get an unknown signal when they're just like, yeah, we can't really track what's going on. We're in the air. Suppose I should be concerned. Gas still good. Wish we could get, like, extra charge for our headlights. Or our battery gen. I mean, I'm sure we can. Considering it starts at 50%. Oh boy. Got a crack in that door. But honestly, if I can heal it... Sorry. Oh no! It's all good. In a way. It's not that good, though. Not again, guys. You don't gotta. Please stop. Thank you. Anything good here? I can't really tell. I mean, there's good stuff there. Burnt orange paint. Wood paneling. Very tacky. Kind of steel. Honestly, I might replace the door. 1 second. Wait, what's that risk of loss? I'm very confused. Ah. If it works. Okay, transfer everything over. No chemicals for paste, as always. It is going to be impossible to get any more repairs, but that was, I think, the most urgent. Oh, maybe our front right panel is. Oh no. Oh, is that a size? It looks like it might go south of us. Maybe the meteorologist. I really want to do that, but I'm already at too much of a health deficit to think about it. It looks like that's going to go south of us. Thank God. That looks like a place we could get chemicals. Maybe. Literally the only place I can think of is these... Oh god, they don't even have them, do they? Nope. A lot of nonsense, huh? Couple backpacks. Man. Ooh. That will not help us. Thought we were close to the thing, but maybe it's a little further up. It do be a little further up. It looked like we were going to need a lot of limb to get out of here, so... we might as well be generous with what we can get. If I can get another repair putty, we will be looking honestly pretty good for the zone upcoming. But that all depends on the buildings we're getting. It feels like there's only one type of building that has it. And one type of loot inside said building as well. Ah, the storm's coming in. Okay. That's what I mean, I guess I got it. I'd only heard it normally. I'm not used to the storm actually making its way here. Don't, whatever you're doing, I don't like what I'm hearing from you. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Oh no. Yeah, at least we don't need the headlights right now. They'll give me things, but not the things I actually want. Never the things I actually want. Oh boy. Halt! 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 Please halt. Oh god.
Trap is set. If this works, I'll be able to study these and see what makes them tick. And we'll even be able to deflate them. You know, make them safe. Might want to keep one around for the pet. It's kind of lonely around here.
Imagine if we hadn't taken a repair putty with us. It would be awful. Yeah, alright. I see the seismic storm. Make that mistake again. But I am gonna grab everything I can here, including, you know, the anchor, because really that was it, huh? That was all I was worth to you. Alright, fine, fair enough. I see you doing nonsense back there. We're just gonna leave and not participate. We should be safe. Okay, I guess let's try this, this whole thing again. Looks like we have a second flat tire that I'll have to take care of, though. Talk about a setback, though. We've done so much looting. Hurts. Hurts, hurts, hurts. Never mind, we're vibing. And it's during the day, so we're really vibing. Okay, well now it's raining, but it's still a vibe. Well, that panel doesn't look so good, but the rest of it's really good. It's about 1 p.m., right? Yeah. Like, do I have a quirk where if I get out of the car at the wrong time, I explode? That would be quite something. Hard to figure out if I die every time, though. What are those? Recommended tool impact hammer. Don't mind if I do. Just took my impact hammer away from me? What kind of troll shit is that? couldn't even tell you where you dropped it. You're gonna take my car too, aren't you? It seems like the type... You're the one who took all my tools, aren't you? Broke a lot of... Ah, the thermosap crystals to get a better engine. Stop! I don't even know where you threw it that time. Cool it. Nope, it's still there. Cool. I am losing health, which is annoying, though. I think I need a radiation suit, considering the everything that's happening here. Don't. Oh my god. I don't even know what you took from me this time. Did you take anything from me this time? I don't know. Oh god, my Twitch is not working right now. Alright, we're back. Guess we'll go this way to start. Oh no. Okay, we will not go this way to start. It is not allowed. I don't know what I'm, like, getting away from, but we're obviously missing something. What kind of nonsense was that? I don't even know what's hitting me. Like, is there something chasing me that I just don't know about? Am I just incredibly unlucky? I couldn't tell you. Not particularly pleased about it, though. Even if I'm also not 100% sure where the radiation is coming from. Is it just quote unquote the storm? I don't know. Fuel. Ah. Well, we can log the truck at least. How's our fuel looking? We're still at halfway.
So, what did Alan tell you about his work? He was second in command of Dr. K's lab, after all.
Alan didn't discuss his work with me, nor did I share mine with him.
Wait, you were head of the whole stinking department.
It is stressful trying to think about looting.
Sussed it out already.
At least we're
After the accident.
good
Failed
on
to find any answers.
radiation for now. How do I do this? Electrician's kit. Okay. I can probably make that. Maybe. I can. I've been pretty lucky. I mean, it's windy and kind of confusing around here, but it's not the worst. I just wish the added risk was worth it. It feels like the loot hasn't increased, but the danger certainly has, and by a lot. Just shows every wrong direction there. It's fine. Well, we're about to find a road. Roads is good. Don't know when you turned on
K's
either.
lab has got to be here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I've got to make this worthwhile for me, too. Otherwise, we're going to be falling behind in, well, everything. Even if it is miserable around here right now. Wait, plastics to chemicals? I have a lot of plastics, I think. It turned 11 plastics into 1 chemical. I think. Incredible. Still a trade I would make, like, easily, though. They're too rare. I see the spikes. I'm just not thinking about them right now. Oh god, get out of here. Those things absolutely wrecked my car yester 2 days ago. Is there anything we can find around silos? Guess we'll find out. I'm addicted to the big haul. It's a dangerous outcome. Yeah. Give me that. Give me this. There we go. Feels like the right way to go. But there's also 2 more buildings. And a lot more sap that I could really use while I, you know, have the Twisted Ember. You think a hand vac would be good? What would I be grabbing from the ember? Well, now I'm intrigued. I finally found a use for the hand vac besides slightly less obnoxious suckage. We won't know because I don't think I ever unlocked it like an idiot. That's on me. I'm a big dummy. That'll have to be another time. Let's see. Thinking about a better engine, but it's gonna be a rough one. Up. Oh my god, that's so many chemicals. It's more than like an entire... I can't stick around. This is already killing me. I think we want to go this way, but let's explore first if we can. It's probably half the reason I have to complain is just that I keep my health low. Not on purpose, but I just use it as a resource. Ooh. That might do the trick. I feel like I need to make a new impact hammer and scrapper before I go anywhere else. Long distance wise, at least.
Access records were coded to the lab that used to be here.
I'm feeling less optimistic by the second. Not to scour this place clean.
Something's here. We just can't see it.
Oh, following a hunch. Not your usual MO.
No, but being suspicious of Arda is.
Okay. I don't know what I can do here, but I can probably do something. I'm gonna assume it's an electrician's kit that's needed, but I could diagnose here. Braking, electrician's kit. Is it the same thing here? No, that needs a light replacement. I mean, I would be happy with just one right now. That requires more of me than this does. Not by a lot, but by a little. Okay. I don't know which way I'm really supposed to go. Maybe towards the road. No? Okay.
Oh, driver, hang on. Where are you going? That should have been the end of the facility.
According to the blueprints, anyway.
Okay, that is fake.
Security protocol activated. Scan artist security credentials immediately.
I don't have those. I hope you don't mind. I don't have those.
After all these years, an artist still has something to hide. We're definitely onto something now.
Driver, anything you find down there, scan and transmit it back to us. We'll work on disengaging the security protocol.
Okay. You got it, boss. Where? Wait, there was something there for a split second. That's fine.
Okay, here's something. This thing in the deep zone, they called it the Well.
Oh, fantastic. Tobias, run those reports through the decryptor and see what you can find.
Don't really feel like that's necessary. Oh, I also don't know if I can drive through or I can walk through that. I'm a little scared of drowning. Is this Alan Wake with the well? God, I know. You're very unhappy. Sheesh. That's another impact hammer down. I should probably go back and make another one. In fact, I definitely will go back and make another one if they're going to keep giving me plasma. Oh, God. I don't know if I can handle another game as scary as Alan Wake for a bit.
Oh, you'll like this, Tobias. Your Remnant origin.
Remnant, that's what our car is. It's a
Let me guess,
Remnant.
you're about to ruin a good urban legend with a bunch of science.
Fine, I'll read this one myself. Nice work, driver. We'll review these and summarize our findings after.
God, not a lot of gas cylinders to go around either. Another Arda-specific resource that we're having trouble grabbing. It's okay. The plasma's worth it, I think. Wait a second. Nope. Anything here? Doesn't seem like it. Don't plan on getting zapped. Not in my job description.
These lab notes are complete gibberish.
What about these diagrams? It looks like he was trying to convey something.
doctor's newfound art skills all you want. You won't find anything useful in them.
There are a lot of these back here, but I don't... My guess is it's just the ones that have plasma attached to them. Because I don't know where else it would be. Or what else it would be, really. Well, you don't gotta do anything here. Boom. All right, no one asked you, actually. I think that's where we were at.
That's a decrypted record of the accident. Oppy, are you sure you want to hear this? It's got details about Ellen's final moments.
It's been over 30 years. I'm past ready. Go on, driver. Keep snooping and see what else you can find.
I don't know if I can find anything else. That feels like 4. There was like 3 points of a triangle in the center one. Guess I'll keep looking though. I think there's something behind here I can't see. Yeah, that does look like something lit up there. Aha!
Alan's lab notes. Maybe my late husband sent us something useful from the grave after all.
It doesn't sound good still.
You're all clear.
Oh, okay.
Give us a moment, we'll let you know what we found in all this data. You can make your way back to the auto shop after you're done scouring the place.
I am done.
Thank you.
Get me out. The hope is we can get through here. Out and around, maybe? Guess we'll find out. Well, it looks promising up there, though. Any other anomalies I can quick and easy scan? Probably not. Probably try to break this though. Oops. Yeah, we're fine. It says somehow not done enough to destroy my scrapper, but it's okay. Did my tire go flat a second time? That same time? Oh boy. Who doggy? I mean, that'll connect to a something or other. Battery farm? Can make that work. Though I've got most of a mind just to bug out ASAP. Because we have to have enough limb. And we've collected at least a decent amount of resources and one very unique resource. Where am I? Okay.
Driver, you hit the jackpot. We've got a lead on what you're heading toward in the deep zone. Tobias, give us the rundown about the well.
Otter classified it as a hotspot of ultra-high energy gamma radiation. Its eruptions were spontaneous, and ultimately Otter made no conclusion about what caused it, when it would blow, or how destructive it would be. Otter, of course, wanted to control this bottomless well of energy. So they brought in Dr. K and Alan to research activation and containment. They discovered a way to reliably trigger the well, and that was the remnants.
And that's what the remnants have been leading people towards. The well. This second report's a good one. Ready to hear where the remnants came from? The original remnants were created in Dr. K's lab. They aimed to create a trigger for activating the well. By infusing objects with a carefully calibrated limb wave, the ones that shared a resonant frequency would...
Yeah, just get to the good stuff.
You know, you'd be a much better ghost hunter if it weren't for that unfortunate attention span. Reading this makes it obvious how the remnants ended up in the wild.
Wait, what? How?
The gamma ray surge that caused the mass hallucination event. That energy irradiated everything within a 10-mile radius. Objects with the right characteristics absorbed that energy.
Oh my
and became the
goodness.
remnants people found out in the zone.
Wow. Francis would get a kick out of that one. I'll tell him later.
Okay, keep it up while we explore.
I've reviewed Dr. K's lab notes. Now we know what he was doing in that lab after the accident. Spinning in circles for years.
His injuries were real. Dr. K's radiation exposure should have been fatal.
And the minute he could stand on his feet again, Arda shuttled him right back to his lab and bit the monkey to dance.
They allowed him to carry on in the hopes that he would reproduce anything useful. He worked for 2 whole years before they quietly retired him from his post.
Sorry we scrambled your brain. Here's your pension. Bye. You've got that accident record ready, Tobias?
It's time.
Okay then. September 14, 1961. Otter's finalized report on what happened that night. Dr. K and Alan were testing the activation potential of lab-created remnants. That night was a run-of-the-mill remnant test. Nothing out of the ordinary. The remnant in question was a tungsten cube. At 3:23 a.m., the cube was brought towards the well. The well reacted at nominal levels. However, at the 500-meter distance, the cube was sucked into the well and triggered the gamma ray surge. The energy output continued ramping up, and at 15 seconds, showed no signs of stopping. Then Alan...
Go on. I can handle it.
Dr. K testified that Alan engaged the suppression protocol, then the kill switch, both of which failed. Dr. K ordered Alan to
I
insisted on
don't
staying
have that
control.
much health, so I'm just gonna...
Only when he flipped the radiation
Duck out.
polarity did the energy output plateau, then collapse back into itself. Ellen's gamma radiation exposure was fatal due to his proximity to the well. If it weren't for him, the entire zone might have gone under.
That's who Alan was. Loyal until the very end.
I'm sorry, Oppy.
I'd expect nothing less from him.
Okay. One more. If we turn around...
Once that car gets to the well, we can expect another gamma ray eruption. We'll need a way to cut it off. And I may have found the answer in Alan's lab notes. His work on that suppression technique is, was top-notch.
What's interesting is Dr. K and Alan...
Let's book it.
They didn't know any more than we do now. They had no conclusions about what the well is.
Or what the remnants did. Or how they interacted with this well. Maybe they're ladles that scoop out a metered amount of gamma radiation. Maybe they trigger an eruption that we can't stop and will destroy the zone if we get it too close.
That's a hell of a range. What are we going to do?
We keep going.
But if it's an eruption...
I already sacrificed the Olympic Peninsula once for the tech. How many chances for total and utter fallout does a gal get in her life, huh?
In another life, we would have made a fantastic team.
In no universe would I not have murdered you in your sleep.
What is with the radiation around here lately? It is rough. Oh, God. Oof. I'm barely coming back in one piece. Good amount of energy, though.
Now we go into the deep zone. Easy peasy.
Except for the issue of the old wall.
Oh, no. We're jerking forward again? Okay.
You got some genius idea up your sleeve, huh?
Is that how you think it works? That scientists construct genius at will?
Well, yeah. Do you?
Well, in this case, I do. But don't expect it to work like that every time. Driver, the quarantine checkpoints will be the best way through the old wall, but they're death traps in their own right.
Okay.
I designed something to help. Check out the blueprints I sent over.
Okay. Actually, wait, what am I doing here? I gotta do this. Oh, not there. Oof. Okay. Continue taking stuff. There is a secret tunnel that leads to Idaho. That's just the antenna chewer. Okay. New paint. New customization. New fax machine. How bad is it, Doc? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. We had a little more fuel than you think because of the little one we got secreted away, but yeesh. Sometimes I think it's just safe to assume things are going through. Might not be the same thing to think, but it definitely helps me sleep at night. That's good. Glad to hear it. Do I have anything good in here? I did get 2 doors. That's important. Blueprint. What do we got? A limb shield, huh?
Anomalies took
Alright.
up residence in the crossing points. It's not enough to have a shield. The shield itself needs to be shielded.
The energy drain on that shield is massive. It won't last you more than 5 seconds.
Okay.
And
You'll need to recharge on the go, but the deep zone's grid is completely dark.
You know, what if we could reroute our power into the deep zone? But we'd need to jumpstart the network somehow.
that car is basically the world's most overpowered electromagnet on wheels.
Grounded sweater,
Reduces
huh?
a current, then you open the electrical floodgates.
And they'd have to induce the current the entire way through the old wall while making the crossing and maintaining speed.
I don't know what to tell you. If you don't believe the driver and that car's got what it takes by now, then go back to hunting ghosts. We've got a job to do here.
This could work. Are you in, Francis?
I don't know.
Look, we have a real chance of losing everything at the old wall. I'd like to not fail this far along.
How can we know this will work?
We don't. That's how science works. We form a theory, and we test it, and we fail, and fail, and fail, and only sometimes do we succeed.
Come on, Francis. Please?
Fine. I'll do it.
All right. The team is assembled.
Driver, get on with building that limb shield. We'll work on spinning up the power grid in the meantime.
Okay, build an easy scrapper. Oh god, everybody run. How you doing, Chels? Did some deadlifts. Right, it was strength class. Alright, friendly dumpster. You better be real friendly to me, is all I'm gonna say. Seen worse. Seen worse. Okay, we got a panel. It's half. That panel's just full, which can just go right there. No questions asked. That panel is almost full, so that can go... I mean, anywhere, really. Same with the doors. It did fix the flaws in the doors, by the way. Could you been there the whole time? Sure has. We got ourselves a bipolar kitty. Sometimes I don't exist, sometimes I am her world. I just did the wrong thing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Alright, what's the next worst door? That means it's fragile, right? There's no fix for fragile. So long, partner. All my customization ruined. Let's see, what do we got? Repair putty, first aid kit. And they're like, yeah, we noticed you, why is my inventory full? Oh, because I still have stuff to do. Alright, this also is a big deal. No, not that. This is a big deal. That can usually give us some good stuff. Yeah. That's pretty good. Pretty good. This panel... doesn't really matter which one gets renovated here. Very nice. Alright, next is the... I was gonna say the repair putty. Oh. The repair putty must have been put away somewhere. I just don't know where. You can also put a hand vac somewhere. Not there. Okay, I have no idea where the repair putty went, actually. Oh, it's telling me what's in here. First aid kit, yes. Hand vac, yes. Other food, yes. Flares, just in case. Still, flashlight still working. That's good. Glutes and abs too. Damn. Whew. Okay. Okay, that's something there. Let's see what we got elsewhere. Deco vent, car accessory for anchor energy. Can get a fish tank, limb chip. I don't even know how to get those. Use a scanner charge to send a modified signal and scramble it. Again with the expanded locker. That's just stable energy. Parts lockers. Part prolonging this grid make tripping over discard bumpers and stubbing your toes and spare tires a thing of the past. That's a lot of lockers for some reason. That's fine. Definitely do the hand back. Just it's easy. So, plasma scrapper. It's feral. Scrap like you've never scrapped before. Still have this. Just has more health. Maybe. Still thinking about armor belching barnacle anomaly. That's a new one. Scat shaggy scrambler. That's new as well. All terrain we can just make. So that doesn't really bother me. Seat racks, sure. A trunk in the trunk. Side fuel tank. Fuel synthesizer? Backseat tank. Gas reservoir. Meh. The lightning rod. A wriggling wreck anomaly. I've never even seen those. Which is a shame. We can use that. Our headlights do seem to go pretty quickly. Flood-plated, meh. I've never really needed more storage. Mostly like a plasma charger. 30 kilowatts per. Oh, it's like a. It's a new tool. I understand. Steel sheets. A trunk in the trunk. What does this require? Just fabric. Where'd the kitty go? She's now at my feet. Flare. I guess I'll use all the energy I got. Get as many blueprints as we can. Lead-plated, insulated, lead-plated, insulated. I think it's just gonna be the upgraded storage here for future use. Wait, which one's this one? Wait, I just unlocked this because I have seat things? Auto parker? Automatically engage, disengage parking brake. Technology of the future. We got a bunch of abilities now. Jackhammer-like power will make your car airborne for a brief moment. This was not designed with consideration or safety in mind. Ion shield. Lazarus device. Chrono dilator. If I make a roof rack, will that also unlock future stuff? People want to know. I could make a back seat tank, and I might need to soon. I'm definitely gonna just make an auto parker though for now. The convenience, it's too much to ignore. Okay, one of you is just, ooh, that's something new, isn't it? That's a lot of resources to fix something that I can just do this for. And make a maybe make an all-terrain. I can make one all-terrain tire. Yep, I will be doing exactly that. My new favorite tire. Crude headlight, bio headlight. We do not have the stuff for a bio headlight. We do have for regular headlights. We don't have for turbo light? I swore we had enough for turbo light. Oh, we needed extra steel sheets. And more gas cylinders, which are hard to bring back. Limb shields we can make, that's no problem. We've got the stuff. Store items for your drive in the car truck. Okay.
Nice work on that limb shield, driver. We'll have the power grid prepped by the time you reach the old wall.
Which is the... Oh my god, you really want me to... Okay. I'll create the auto parker, I don't care. Like, I give it a toot. Headlight, yes. One headlight, por favor. Headlight's good. Drop that. Pull you out. Okay, with that, what are we hurting on? The doors? Couple panels, limb pulse emitter. Those are all pretty healthy. Door's good. Okay, well, we could use probably like 2 more repair putties. Especially because we got one recently. Or we got a lot of chemicals recently, I should say. Panel, terrain tire, steel bumpers, okay. Tire could use a little more TLC. And then the impulse emitter, probably. Alright, so we've got our tools, we've got plasma chart. I don't have the plasma for the plasma. Fuel synthesizer, there's just no need. Need more gas cylinders for that. We have the limb shield. We made our one thing there. Thermal. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make a thermal one that we deal with. Need more plasma for the plasma scrapter. Have enough gas already. That's rich coming from you, Chelsea. Real rich. And I guess a battery jumper too. However that is. Yeah, I did do a dent into our electronics, but not the worst. Oh, and quirks, right. I don't remember, was it the shifter for the headlights? One of these. Whenever the shifter toggles, I would assume it also toggles? Yeah, okay. I have 8 quirks now. Oh, it's fine. What do we got here? Light replacement kit. Okay. There's just so many quirks. And I don't know, like, the vast majority of them. Because they could be anything. They're not chosen from, like, a set of incredibly obnoxious ones. They just exist. Do you... I can't connect to you. I have to go somewhere new each time. I mean, we could go either way, right? I almost want to do this one. I'd do that because it would connect our route. However, it's under extreme conditions, and that sounds miserable. Alright. We survived. Another, well, that one was rough. Partially aided by some nonsense, but that's okay. We'll get into the deep zone soon enough, I suppose. Got one journey that'll unlock it, and the next will get us there in a pretty similar fashion. We'll hopefully scan some more stuff in the mid-zone this time. We've been to a lot of the mid-zone places. Unlocked most of the, whatever. It's fine. Either way, first of all, we'll be back tomorrow. Not with Pacific Drive, but with more Kingdom Hearts 2, because I've had a lot of time on my hands recently on Fridays, and people seem to be enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it. And handshake meme sounds good. But we'll be back with Pacific Drive more next week. I think we'll finish it next week. First week of March, finish it. That sounds good. I've got a game on deck after that one. And then depending on release dates, Pepper Grinder might sneak in there. Or another Crab's Treasure. It's all posted on the Discord, but thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you'd like to leave a follow or just come back hang out any other time you want. Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. We breach the deep zone next week. Until next time. Toodaloo.